In today's video, every fantasy army is currently on the battlefield, and they're fighting against 6 million demons from hell. Let's check out which fantasy armies are here. First of all, we have the Black Falcon Knights from LEGO. We've also got ourselves 212th Clone Troopers from Star Wars over that way. Then over this way, you'll notice that we do have some Game of Thrones, the zombies from there. Not White Walkers, but the zombies the White Walkers create. Then over here, we have 10 Groots from Marvel The Avengers. Then over this way, we have a whole lot of Koopa Troopas from Mario. Gonna go stomp some Koopas. Then we've got the Cadian Guardsmen from Warhammer 40k, baby. Over this way, we've got Zealots from Starcraft 2, which I don't know a lot about, but seems fun. Here we've got some green army men from Army Men 3D, of course. And then over this way we have some Knights of Rohan from Lord of the Rings, and backing them up is going to be a whole bunch of blue Halo Spartans. There's a lot on the battlefield for the fantasy units, but they're going up against a big old demon army. So the demon army themselves has, of course, a lot of zombies. 2 million zombies, in fact. Then over this way, they have a ton of different orcs, 2 million of those fellers. And then backing all of them up is going to be 2 million goblin archers. In combination with that, we also have some these tripods from War of the Worlds. But that is not all, of course. Over this way, we've got a bunch of the Siren Heads, too. Then there's a bundle of SCP-096 over here who are quite terrifying if you were to ask me. And then finally, we have about 50,000 trolls and 50,000 werewolves over this way. So it's quite the demon army, charging about 2 million fantasy army units. It'll be one heck of a battle. If you guys do enjoy it, please be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, we're working our way towards 600k, and comment down below if you'd like to see some more. Now let's get into it. What's up, gamers? I'm here to tell you about Instant Gaming. Instant Gaming is an amazing place where you can get some fire deals on all sorts of video games. Seriously, it's like 60 to 95% off, as you can see here. These are all of the Star Wars titles they have. They literally have every Star Wars title. You can also get XCOM here, Men of War Assault Squad 2, all of the games I play on the channel you can buy here for extremely cheap prices. If you use my affiliate link in the description, it helps me out a ton. So thank you guys for listening to this sponsorship, and thank you to Instant Gaming for continuing to sponsor the channel. Alrighty then, gamers, pressing start right now, and these armies are going to be fighting primarily in this little canyon area. It's not a place that we fight on very often in this game, so I figured let's do it, let's get her done. It'll make for some interesting dynamic battle parts of the map because there's a lot of different terrains and stuff like that. Either way, we're watching a bunch of orcs fighting a bunch of Koopas to start us off here, and the armies begin to clash. This will be a bloodbath, and I think the main thing that the fantasy army is going to be working with is their ranged units. They need their Star Wars, their Warhammer, you know, their Halo units to be pulling a lot of weight on this battlefield, because the melee units probably not going to be a match for the enemies. Not for too long. Oh, look at this. Green army men currently having to hold off a number of zombies in this tiny little path they're getting up, this rock path, and some zealots come to help out those green army men. That's some teamwork that we'd like to see, baby. All right, that'll stop a lot of those zombies in their path. The zealots are some of the better melee units that we do have on the battlefield, certainly better than the Koopa Troopas. Oh boy. Then over this way, the Knights of Rohan. We've used elves and Gondor so much. I wanted to give you know, Rohan a little bit more of a chance to thrive on this here battlefield. So they are just going ham against some zombies. I have been thinking about maybe doing an all Lord of the Rings armies versus like 10 million zombies battle, just because we have not done that yet, and I really want to. It seems very, very fun. So yeah, might have to do that pretty soon because that would be sick. But a lot of people were asking for more every fantasy army, so I figured I'd do this first. Here are the Spartans coming forward. They are infinitely teabagging. That's just the way the modder decided to make it happen. So they're doing their thing over there. It's funny how the green army men kind of split between these 2 points over this way. That's quite strange if you are to ask me. But I don't see the Star Wars units anywhere yet. Let's go over here and check out. These are some White Walkers. No, not White Walkers. They're just the zombies. And the Lego units. Oh, way over here is where we should get most of our Lego units. Yes, okay. Most of the Lego units over this way, towering over some of these orcs. They're so large. They're like big old inflatable boys. It is crazy, dude. Oh my god. And the 212th should be back here somewhere. Yeah, there they are. They're not quite close enough. So right now the fantasy armies aren't really at their full potential. It's pretty much none of their ranged units are like close enough to actually be fighting in this battle and supporting the melee units. It's really just the melee units going at it. And look at this. We have a middle ground breakthrough here by the Lego units, allowing them to swarm around the backs of these orcs. That could be very big. This is a big flank point right here. Of course, we have many more demons coming forward over this way. So they will reinforce, but if the Lego units can push out further and further and widen their stance over here, this could be actually a very good position for them. It's looking very solid. I like that a lot. Let's move back over here to the Koopa Troopas and see how they are currently doing against these guys. And they've been pushed back up the mountain a little bit. How much health do they have? 350. These guys have 200. They should be better. I don't know. But it seems like they did get pushed further back up the mountain a little. Oh, I am seeing some fire. Those are the Warhammer 40k Cadian Guardsmen. Yes, okay. The Guardsmen are starting to fire, which is helpful. That'll increase the kill count for the Fantasy Army by a lot. At this point in time, Fantasy Army currently has 110,000 kills. The Demon Army has 26,000. So for every fantasy unit, oh, 1 second. Sorry about that, gamer. Zelda came home and the dog went absolutely ballistic. Either way, the Koopa Troopers over here, maybe they do less damage to these guys or something along those lines. I'm not entirely sure. But either way, for every fantasy army unit, they are killing about 4 of the enemies, which, you know, could change because right now it is just the cannon fodder units coming forward. Soon we'll have Siren Heads and SCPs and War of the Worlds tripods coming up here too, and that will get very deadly. Whoa, wait, is this all Rohan? Oh my god, the Rohan Knights broke through this way and are now swerving around to the side and attacking zombies from the flank. That's pretty solid. How much health do these guys have? 300. Okay, so they're pretty solid. And then over this way, Halo Spartans finally on the front of the battlefield, and they're firing at some more zombies over this way. The zombies over here seem to be doing the worst on the battlefield currently, and so that's resulting in Rohan being able to do these flanks and stuff like that. And once they kill these units, they'll be able to flank these guys over here, where there are quite a number of zombies and trolls left over this way, so that could be rough, but that'll be pretty good for them. Why don't we go ahead and do our first time-lapse of the battle, and I'd just like to time-lapse the Koopa Troopers versus the Orcs and watch as they sort of expand and wax and wane and stuff like that. So why don't we go ahead and do that, boys? Alright guys, we're in this thing for real. The Koopa Troopas are currently getting hit by trolls now, which is pretty deadly. It's not good. But they're sort of staying the pace. I mean, Fantasy Armies currently have 460,000 kills. The Demon Army, 167,000. So they're not quite sticking with that 4-to-1 ratio. They're down a little bit, but they were only outnumbered 3-to-1. So as long as they keep above 3-to-1, they're technically on track to win. But the introduction of all of these trolls, you can see they're just slapping around zealots everywhere. It's becoming more and more difficult. It really is. Green Army Men backing them up, however, which is good. They don't do a ton of damage, the Army Men, because they're little plastic dudes, so it's not super effective. But the Spartans over here, probably not being used to their fullest. They're just shooting like a few zombies at the top of a mountain. That's not very helpful, but we do have more Spartans over here, and they're going up against the Siren Heads. The Siren Heads have arrived, and they have They have 660,000 health, which is a crazy amount of health, and will be pretty devastating going forward. I don't think the SCPs are quite up to the front lines yet. I haven't seen them at the very least. Yeah, I still don't see them, so I think they'd be around here somewhere. Yeah, I don't think they're quite up yet. We do have Canadian Guardsmen back here. Yeah, Canadian Guardsmen are still kind of stuck back there, but they're still firing, which is good. As long as they're firing, it's fine. And then the Lego Troopers over this way. Okay, they are dealing with some werewolves now. But it's... I mean, they're getting tossed around a good bit. It's not horrible. I did see a few arrows through the air. Yeah. Okay, the Goblin Archers are at the front lines now. They are starting to fire, so we need these 212th Clone Troopers who are like surrounded by Lego Troopers to start killing some of them too. You know, we need our ranged units to really do something here. I don't see any Groots though. There are 10 on the battlefield. I haven't really seen any of them, so I don't know where exactly those guys are yet. You know, just like a skirmish between zombies, orcs, and werewolves over here against Lego Troopers. That's crazy. Oh, this is turning out to be a great battle. I'm not gonna lie. This is a pretty fun one. Oh man, but the Koopas are getting stormed now. Things are looking a little bit more rough. Things are getting harder. Okay. We need these guys to pull through. We need to kill some of these larger units like the Siren Heads for sure. Why don't we go ahead and time-lapse the Siren Heads versus the Spartans and the Rohans over here. Alright, that 4-1 lead is very gone now. The Fantasy Army has 858,000 kills. The Demon Army has 607,000. And I think it is very much so the Siren Heads coming into play. And also the Goblins. The Goblin Archers. You can see there's a lot of arrow fire coming out here now. They're doing some pretty big things. That is very not good. It's very, very bad. So we need these Spartans to step it up, get some more kills. We really, really do. At least our most powerful units are all still pretty much alive, which is the ranged units, so that's good. And the Zealots are actually pushing the enemy super far back now, all the way over here. There are those tripods. They are taking damage, though, already, so they're getting primed for death. And look at this, the Goombas made it through here and are now flanking over this way, which is quite lovely, because the Demon Army is probably not going to expect that, as they're fighting them over here, too. Are these guys not firing? Guys, you have to fire. You actively need to be firing pretty much at all times. We need the fire. We need the output. It's not good otherwise. Ooh, there's a tripod. Yes, sir. How are the Lego boys doing? Oh, they're still chilling. They're actually doing pretty well over here. Oh, but they are fighting quite a number of tripods. Oh, and killing a lot of them, along with those 212 clone troopers. So that's pretty nice. A few of these clones are getting zapped by the tripods, though. A little bit of lethality over this way. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how this turns out over here, I think. Okay, so it seems like most of the tripods are dead, but they have moved through a lot of the Lego Troopers and are now working on a lot of Koopas over this way. Now, the Koopas have shell armor, so they're pretty indestructible to arrow fire for the most part. They can die from it, but they're a lot more powerful than other units, which is good. Also, the Koopas moving through here now and expanding even farther up this way. Oh, there's still more tripods over here I didn't realize, but that's pretty good. I think the Zealots are honestly helping a ton with that, so they're managing to expand their domain up there pretty good. And the Fantasy Armies are still maintaining their lead, which is great as well. So they've got 1.5 million kills, and the enemies have 1.15 million kills, which, you know, the lead has shrunk, but it's still good. The Siren Heads appear to be very powerful in this battle. In the last one we fought, where we did the Demon Army doing an invasion of Earth, it was not this strong. But I guess we did have TOS missiles in that and M1 Abrams. So that might be why they were so weak in that video, and I underestimated them for this video. But almost the entire Spartan army here is still working on them, which is good. And these guys have armor too, so they're pretty much impervious to incoming goblin archers, which is good. So, yeah, I mean, they've killed a couple siren heads. You can see their bodies, which is good. And hopefully these guys are weak-ish. Kinda. We just need these guys to hold on for a while longer, okay? Maybe the Groots could get over there. Where are the Groots, by the way? All right, there's still a lot of zealots up here. That's very good. I'm glad to see we still have a lot of reserves on the mountain. Where are the Groots? We are in desperate need of Grootdom. Oh, wow. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, they made big moves up here. Hold on. I didn't realize they were all the way up here. Okay, that's bad. The flank over here is in dire straits right now. That's not good. This area is crippling. That's very bad. Okay, so they could flank up the top, which would be no bueno. At least there are still zealots up there, though, too, who could help with that. But yeah, this is very chaotic. It is becoming incredibly hard to tell who is going to win this. It is incredibly hard to tell. At least we got a bunch of Cadian guardsmen over here firing, too. That's helpful, but yeah, things are getting a little dicey. A little bit dicey on the battlefield here. It is a little spooky. Alright, I think almost all of the tripods up here are dead, which is great. That's very needed. There's only a few left alive, a few. And that is very, very needed, honestly. Oh my god, look at all the dead Koopas. No! Oh, there's still some here, though. They're moving towards, the Cadian guardsmen over this way. We're also getting shot pretty good by arrows, and it looks like they don't have armor to deflect the arrows, which sucks. How much health do they have? Only 400? That's not very good. It's not very good at all. Okay, that's bad. Fantasy Army is rocking 2.1 million kills, but they only have 130,000 soldiers left. Yikes. Alright. And over here, they're still going up against the Siren Heads and struggling. I'm worried, boys. I am worried. These Rohan Knights are working their butts off, but I don't think the Fantasy Army can get a W here. I'm not sure if they can. There's almost no one left up here. There's like a few zealots going up against these guys, trying to kill the last of them. Ugh! The Demon Army may have been slightly too powerful. They might have just been a little too cracked. It's a bummer. Oh my lord. Yeah, I mean, this is a rough one. This is a rough one for sure, but hope, you never know. You never know. Never say never. Never. Okay, well, these guys are now directly fighting the Spartans, it seems, and there's some army men backing them up too. That's nice. But there's still 2.5 million enemies left alive, which is a lot. These goblins have flanked now. Oh, there's more Spartans here. Hopefully they can like deal with some of those gobbies. That'd be very good. Oh god, there's still more War of the Worlds tripods. Bro, this is so bad. The Knights of Rohan, though, moving in. That's beautiful with those zealots too. Okay, so we still have some offensive maneuvering happening here, which is pretty awesome. It's just looking overall not great. Not fantastic. I think a lot of these guys are still trying to pathfind right now because they're still like a little lost. There's an SCP. There's not many of them on the field. There's only like 200 of them or something because they're very good. But looks like they did finally make it to the front lines. Good for them. I still don't see any Groots, bro. I don't know where the Groots went. Actually, I want to know. Yo, where the Groots at? Come on. Show me some Groots. Show the Groot. There's none. Oh! No, those are SCPs. Dang it. How'd they get over there and down there? I don't know. They're crazy. Well, let's just let this ride for a little bit here. Just, I don't know, it's becoming tough. All right, we are now down to 2,700 Fantasy Army units left alive. I think they all died up here. pretty sure. So where are the remaining? Are they over here? These guys, the Spartans all died. They killed, oh my god. They killed so many siren heads. That's actually incredible. Wow. Those are just random trolls and stuff. Where are the remaining units? Because they're still getting a lot of kills. Are they up here? What the heck? Green army men died up here? That's crazy. No, it's not here. Oh. There's just some random green army men up here, but that's not... It's not really enough to make up the remainder. This is peculiar. 2,700 are vibing somewhere and still getting kills. Look at this. War of the Worlds units died all the way back here too. That's crazy. These guys, I think, just finished killing those enemies, so they're kind of like stuck pathfinding wise. Wait, I hear the sound of combat. What the heck is happening? Where are they fighting? Oh, these guys are shooting this way. What the heck? There's some random zealots back here. How did they... That gotta be a glitch, right? That's really weird. That is really peculiar. Dude, I still don't know where this small army is. There's still 2,700 people. Oh, it's here. Oh, there's still a bunch of zealots fighting over this way. Oh, and the green army men are backing them up. I didn't even realize those were units. That's weird. Okay, let's let them fight, I guess. Alright guys, there's still 1,000 enemy soldiers left alive, or fantasy soldiers left alive. I don't know where they are, but they're still getting kills. And the other guys who have died got a lot of kills too. I mean, the zealots, you have to remember, each have 8,000 health, which is really good, and good armor and good attack. So they ended up getting a lot of kills, and now there's only 1.15 million demons left alive in the demon army, and 977 of the fantasy army left alive. I just don't know where they are. I can't figure it out. But we're gonna just let them run, I guess. I mean, they're still getting kills, so we'll just see if they can do a little more damage. Alright guys, it's been another hour and only 6 more soldiers died. I think they're honestly just glitched somewhere, and the demon army is just dying from like cliffs and stuff like that is what I'm thinking. RIP, the fantasy army put up a really good fight, man. There's only 1 million demons left alive, but they just couldn't do it at the end of the day. Either way, guys, if you did enjoy, please be sure to hit that like button, subscribe with notifications turned on, and comment down below. I'll see you all in the next one. Peace. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Be sure to click that subscribe button for more content, and hit the notification bell if you'd like to be alerted to whenever I live stream or upload. Thanks so much.